As the suspect involved in a shooting has been captured. Police say the manhunt began after the suspect allegedly fired several gunshots into a MassDOT facility on Route 28 and then ran off into the woods. So far, no injuries have been reported. We do want to get right to CBSN Boston's Mike LaCrosse. Mike, the shelter in place there has been lifted.
Yes, the shelter in place was lifted shortly after the suspect was captured around 11:30 this morning. Police are looking for him for more than 2 hours. Police say that 911 calls came in after 9 o'clock this morning for several shots fired, and they tell us that the shots were fired into a DOT facility here on Route 28. When we arrived here on scene, they opened up the roadway just a short while ago. There was some DOT personnel focusing their attention on this blue Ford SUV. They were placing a tarp on the back window. Earlier at the news conference, we heard from officials, and they said that a window was shot out at this facility. The suspect then fled into the woods here, and they were searching for him for several hours. There was shelter-in-place orders put in. Immediately behind the DOT facility is a large apartment complex called the Woodlands. That was one of the areas where folks were told to shelter in place to stay safe. We've since been allowed closer, obviously, to the DOT facility. We were being held back earlier on. We've had a chance to speak with some of the folks that work at businesses directly across the street. They report hearing those shots fired this morning. They also report seeing the suspect putting the gun back into his pocket, walking down the street, and then going into the woods. Again, the suspect, though, was caught just after 11:30, and state police say this was a pretty large ordeal as they tried to keep everyone in this area safe.